Hi, and welcome to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be tackling this problem on the screen. So, you were given a class solution, but I called it shuffle and array just because that's my file name. And we need to first instantiate an integer array of nums, reset it in the reset function to what it was originally, and shuffle it in the shuffle method. So what we want to do is actually fairly simple. We're just going to create two class variables. We're going to have shuffled, and we're just going to have original. And what we can do is we can say this dot shuffled is equal to nums, this dot original is equal to nums. There is a slight error here, but we'll come back to that later. So in reset, all we need to do is return original because if shuffled, we'll continue to shuffle. So there's no point in resetting that as well. We can just return our original. And then lastly, in shuffle, this algorithm is actually pretty straightforward. What we're going to do is we're going to iterate through every index in the array. We're going to pick an index and we're just going to swap the index we're currently at with this new random index. So we do for int I equals 0, I is less than shuffle.length, I plus plus. We're going to create a new index with math.random, and that is just going to be times shuffle.length. And those will just take a random index for shuffled, and all we need to do is swap it. So we say int temp is equal to the current index, the current number, shuffled of I is equal to shuffled of index, and shuffled of index is equal to temp. So what we do is we take a random index and have the current number swap with that index, and with going through the entire array and doing that, it'll be pretty shuffled by the end. And all we need to do is return this dot shuffled. But if you run this, you're gonna notice there's a slight error. So let's actually run it and test it out. So I created this test shuffle array class, and you can do the same if you'd like, but if you run it, you're gonna notice that they all turn out the same, which is super weird. Even if we rerun it, it's just a different orientation. And even when we do reset, even when we do shuffle the second time, something funky is going on here. So it actually is just in the way we declare it. If you notice, if I just go over here, I'll just do in reset. If you system.println shuffled and system.println original, and don't do arrays.toString, just print this. And if I kind of run this over here, you're gonna notice that they have the exact same number after this, which means that they point to the same location. So when you edit shuffled, you're also editing original and vice versa. So what we actually want to do is very simple. All you need to do is do dot clone here, and that'll just create a duplicate of the array. And now if I save this and run it over here, now you're going to notice that this comes out properly, and now this is a little bit randomized. So if you run it, you're going to notice that it's a little bit different. And hopefully that helped you solve the shuffle and array questions. See you in the next video. Bye.